So I'm sure many of you guys have been following the situation with Ben Askren. It is a very dire and serious situation, so in this video I'm going to be trying to stay away from making jokes or making light of the situation, because I feel like this is a very serious topic that a lot of people are talking about, but I feel like this aspect of the story is getting overlooked a little bit because of just like the political side of this situation. So let me just explain the details of what has happened and why it is absolutely disgusting what Ben Askren's health insurance company is doing. It is disgusting. It is inhuman. All right. So earlier this past May, around May 30th, Ben Askren went to the hospital with a staph infection. He got it while training and it developed into pneumonia. And so he was rushed to the hospital because, you know, his entire lungs just filled up with fucking pneumonia, and they put him on a ventilator because he got serious lung damage. Like, his lungs were beyond repair after this pneumonia. So once he got to the hospital and they ran a bunch of like tests on him and they gave him some medicine and stuff, his condition improved enough for him to be conscious. So he was able to wake up. He was able to like squeeze his wife's hand, blink, make some funny faces. He was conscious. He was alive, but he wasn't living. You know what I mean? Like, he cannot breathe properly without oxygen. His lungs were not okay. And so his condition improved enough for them to, they placed him on a double lung transplant waiting list. So basically what he needed was a lung transplant surgery where they were going to take his lungs out and give him new lungs. And so he got put on the fucking transplant waiting list, right? So then this is where it gets funny. And by funny, I mean this is evil. This is straight evil what his insurance company did. They declined his claim that he needed it because they said he was able to live with just the oxygen. Yeah, you heard me right. They told him, "Oh, you're alive. You don't need the double lung transplant surgery. That's not in your health. That's not in your plan, bro. And you're alive right now and we're keeping you alive, and that's good enough." Ben Askren, who has been paying for his own health insurance for his entire life, who needs them to pay for this surgery. Think about how much money they've probably made off of Ben Askren. He's literally an MMA fighter. He's been paying for his own health insurance his entire life. He has probably given the health insurance companies more money than the average person, because he is an MMA fighter, he'll break bones, whatever. So his health insurance is probably even more expensive. And he is paying them probably like $600 a month, $700 a month, paying thousands of dollars in health insurance a year in case something happens to him. In case he needs a fucking lung transplant surgery, and they have the audacity to decline his claim because they said that he's still alive because of what they did. They're like, "Oh yeah, you know, he's on oxygen, he's alive, he's woken up." So he would be in a fucking hospital bed on fucking oxygen for the rest of his life if he didn't get this surgery. This is why they are doing the fucking GoFundMe. So you've seen the GoFundMe for Ben Askren probably. I donated to it, but I think they closed it off now, so I don't think you could go donate to it now if you wanted to. His friend basically opened up a GoFundMe. They said, the insurance has been paying for his treatment so far, but the lung transplant surgery, it would have costed around $300,000, $400,000. But the thing is that Ben Askren quite literally pays for his fucking health insurance every single month. The fact that they have now declined his fucking claim is evil. It is evil. There's nothing short of saying it's evil. And look, I don't like to get political on this channel, but because this is about MMA, I think I'm able to talk about this situation. Y'all remember when Luigi Mangione fucking popped that health insurance company, and all people were like, "Why is everyone so happy that this guy got killed? He had a wife and children." It's because people like Ben Askren, who pay fucking thousands of dollars for health insurance and then they get declined, that is why people cheer this shit on. Because insurance is a scam. Health insurance in the United States is a fucking scam. You give these company money in the hopes that if something happens to you, they will cover it from the hospital. And what the health insurance company does, they make it their entire job to find one little thing so they can wiggle out of not paying you. And it's evil. I'm not one of these people that thinks everybody should have health care. I don't think that, bro. I think that you should work and pay for your own health care, bro. But I also think that it should be affordable. These fucking health insurance companies, they jack the prices up on their fucking, not just the health insurance companies, but the fucking pharmaceutical companies. They jack the prices up on these drugs because they know that these insurance companies will pay for it. There is something, like, I don't think there's anything intrinsically wrong with being a billionaire. If you've made that much money and you have earned that money, then there's nothing wrong with it, bro, in my opinion. Like, you should be able to earn, like, if I made a fucking $1 billion, I don't want anyone touching that shit. But it's the fact that these people are taking the fucking money that average people like me and you give them, and then when something actually happens to us, they try to wiggle out of it, try to find a little fucking, so in your contract it says that if you slipped on a banana peel, then it doesn't cover. It's evil and it's wrong. It is seriously fucked up what they have done to Ben Askren. I hope this, like, bring some light to the situation. And here's another thing. I saw Dana White posting the thing, and I know he donated to the thing or whatever. You are friends with Trump. You should say something to him, man. You should say something to him about how these fucking health insurance companies are treating us as Americans. It is evil and wrong, bro. Ben Askren is a good person. He has done nothing but, it's like, here's the other thing. It's not like Ben Askren is a poor person either. Ben Askren is a multimillionaire. But he reinvests his money into the sport of MMA. He's just like, he donates to fucking charities. He's doing like stuff all the time, spending his money. The fact that someone this famous needed to do a donation, that just shows how fucked up this world, like the situation in the United States is, bro. I'm not trying to sound like a little pussy or whatever, bro, but it's like gotten to the point where people are assassinating other people over this. And, you know, maybe that should have been an eye-opener, but it seems like, you know, nothing is going to change in the fucking country. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to speak on this whole Ben Askren situation. It's really messed up what they're doing to him. I haven't really seen anybody talking about it, but what these health insurance companies are doing to people is evil, and I just kind of wanted to speak out about it. So yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.